Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Xbox Casuals, the Xbox podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is the casually dropped multiplayer game that was announced during the Nintendo Direct, Josh Finney.
Was there a multiplayer game announced during Nintendo Direct?
The Horizon one for PlayStation.
Oh.
Hunter Gathering or something it's called.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I did not watch the Direct today. I was kind of...
I mean, they're not... I mean, a bunch of Bethesda games are coming to Switch 2.
Which we're going to talk about tonight.
I don't think there's any other real surprises. I mean, they're porting Tales of Arise, which is cool for me. I like that game, but...
It was bad... Like, it was bad even when considering that it was a partner direct.
Yeah, I mean...
Because, like, that...
Just
those traditionally aren't good, and this was, like, somehow worse, apparently.
It just... Every time they have a partner direct, it just always feels half-assed and thrown together. Yep. And, like, we're Nintendo, and we have an obligation to our partners to show something of theirs.
Which is crazy for, like, the best-selling console. That's insane. That's, like, an insane way to treat people after you spent, like, decades trying to get third-party support.
Yeah, I mean, the trailers they showed were fine, but it's like, there's, like, horror games in here, and they have the happy Nintendo Direct voice in there.
Yeah, that's what I've kind of, like,
always
gone
funny.
Back and forth with. Like, the Directs were fine when that was all we had, but now everyone does their own thing, and... Nintendo needs to, like, change it up a little.
Yeah, it's fine.
The biggest news out of today's Direct, though, that I saw is not the Xbox game or the Bethesda games that are coming to Switch 2, but there is a Leon Kennedy amiibo coming.
Yeah, I know. That was leaked. That was leaked a while ago, though. I know, GameStop actually leaked those at some point.
Very happy. I'm still very happy. I will get Leon when it goes on sale for like $10.
Yeah. Also, they're coming out during summer, not when the game comes out.
Yeah, it's a little weird to me. Like, maybe the lineup with like a DLC release.
I was like, really? That's okay. Seems backwards, but whatever. Not my game.
There is a Final Fantasy Magic card being included with the physical version of Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
And it really bothers me because it's a fucking cool Zack card.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope that I can find this like for sale somewhere, because I'm not buying this on Switch 2. I'm not buying this game again, I'll put it that way. I already bought and played the first two on PlayStation. I will probably buy and play the final one on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm not switching in the middle of the series.
But unless you want to
guarantee me that I can buy a physical copy of these games and it will actually be on the disc or cartridge, I'm not doing it.
Oh, all the Xbox games are on cart.
I thought just one of them was. They came out with a clarification.
And
I saw that only Indiana Jones is.
Oh, they were kind of flaunting that Fallout was also on cart.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny when I saw that Fallout wasn't.
I was like, I thought, okay, then I don't know. I only looked at the stuff right after the Direct. I didn't like go searching for if it was true or not, but people were just like showing the cartridge on Twitter, and it was like, okay, well, cool. It's a red cartridge.
I am looking right now.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, I guess, but all the Square Enix games are key cards, though, in case you were wondering.
Physical Code in Box Edition.
Oh, which one is that?
Fallout 4, for Skyrim Anniversary Edition.
Ew.
For Elder Scrolls. And Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will have a physical game card.
Oh.
That is directly from the Bethesda website.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really silly. I've seen the reports about how expensive these new cards are, and I mean, like, everything's expensive now, unfortunately. But man, it would be really nice. I've been bemoaning this for years. It would be really nice to be able to get physical copies of games, not through limited run, because limited run sucks.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know people who ordered things 2 years ago and they still haven't gotten them.
Yeah.
So,
and then it just randomly shows up at your house, and you're like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, with like no notification, like people have moved in that time frame. It's a whole mess. But like I know that some of the Persona 3 and 4 special editions like still haven't shipped.
Mm-hmm.
And that was well over 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. We all really thought Nintendo was going to be like the savior of physical games, and they've with the Switch 2, they basically went, we had a great thing with the Switch 1. What if we took a shit on it? What if we flushed all that goodwill down the toilet? That's essentially what I imagine the planning meeting for these digital game carts were. That's no better than when we call something, a coaster in an Xbox or PlayStation box. It's exactly the same thing. At that point, just buy it digitally, man. Like, don't give me this half-ass thing. Just say the game is digital only. The end. You might even be able to cut like $10 down on the price because you don't have to go manufacture stuff then at that point.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know. It is what it is, I guess.
Fallout 4 and Skyrim Anniversary Edition not being able to be on game carts is fucking wild to me. I'm sorry. That's a fucking wild thing.
Yeah. And the fact
Games
that Indiana
from the early
Jones
2010s can't fit on game carts. More at 10.
Dude, Skyrim, the down, and I know this is a different time and different textures, resolutions, whatever, but Skyrim on the 360 was like 3 gigs.
Dude,
3.65 gigs.
The Skyrim cart on Switch 1 actually ran pretty decently.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's been like 10 years since I played it, but I remember it running fairly smoothly. So, like, you're gonna tell me that like we couldn't just like take that and you have to download a patch or something? I don't know. I have just so many questions. Maybe like the risk reward isn't there for them. I don't know. I feel like that I think Fallout 4 and Oblivion will sell good no matter what. Yeah. I'm less certain that Indiana Jones is going to do good on Switch 2.
I think we'll buy it just for the like the hilarity factor that it's just this huge game on Switch 2, right? Like that. Although that novelty kind of wore off instantly with Cyberpunk, I feel like so.
And Cyberpunk was like actually good.
Yeah.
And by all accounts, Final Fantasy VII Remake also good.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely interested in it from a technical perspective, but I feel like if you have a Switch 2 and you're interested in Indiana Jones, you probably also have a PC, PS5, or Xbox to play this on.
Yeah.
Fallout 4, I think, is a little bit different because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I see the appeal of picking up another copy of Fallout 4 if I get it for like $20 down the line. I'm certainly not spending $60 on this.
Is it $60?
It's $60. It's the game with all 6 DLCs. Yep.
Come on, man. Really?
The Anniversary Edition.
That thing should be like $40 max.
Absolute max, dude. That thing should be like probably arguably $20 or $30. It's a 12-year-old game. 11? It's like 11 or 12 years old this year. But I love Fallout 4. I don't care what anybody says. I fucking love Fallout 4. I can't wait for them to remake 3 in New Vegas.
I mean, 3 is clearly the next one, I feel like.
3 is outright confirmed, and we're actually gonna start there tonight. Because Tom Warren put out a piece on The Verge today and talked about a whole lot of release dates. And I'm excited to get into this because I would not have guessed when a few of these were supposed to happen. So, Tom Warren says Halo campaign Evolved is aiming to launch in summer 2026.
What a weird date.
That fucking floors me that you're not saving that for the exact 25th anniversary of Halo and Xbox.
Yeah, that should be launched. That should be the November game in my
To
opinion.
me, the only possible reason I can come up with that you're not doing that is because one, you know it's going to get steamrolled by Call of Duty. Call of Duty is coming out this year. It is an Infinity Ward game. People turn out for Infinity Ward. They just do. Two, you are fucking terrified of Grand Theft Auto 6, which I, again, agree with. I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
I just don't. This is a campaign only game, though. It's not like you're releasing a multiplayer suite and you have to
And
worry
it's
about retaining those users.
and it's on Game Pass. Like it's
And
not like
fucking Game Pass. It's on
most
fucking Game
people.
Pass. It's coming to PC. It's coming to PS5. This thing's probably going to sell bananas copies on PS5.
It just feels like.
I don't understand what we're doing here.
I mean, to be fair, Xbox is great at decision making. So,
Dude, who do they let make the decisions? Aaron Greenberg? Like, come on, man.
no,
I
well, I guess because these aren't Xbox official release dates; these are
This
journalist
also
release
probably is.
dates.
These probably aren't going to be promoted either, outside of like some insane one-time blow your wad marketing spend.
Don't worry, he'll hold up some random controller you can't buy next week
Jesus fucking Christ, dude! I actually
with a
kind of like
PlayStation T-shirt.
outside of that. I actually kind of like the release cadence that they're aiming for here. So, he says that Double Fine's Kiln is expected to release in April 2026 with new Starfield content coming that month. It's being suggested that a PS5 release is going to happen around that same time for Starfield. Great, fine, let's get it over with. He doesn't outright say it, but implies that there is a chance that Fallout 3 Remastered comes out this year because Microsoft and Bethesda really, really, really want eyes on Fallout. They want to keep riding the momentum of Fallout Season 2, which, hey, great idea because Fallout Season 2 was great.
Maybe they should have had a game ready like right now.
So he says that Bethesda is keen to ensure it's as well polished as the surprise release of Oblivion Remastered last year. To me, that screams that you're probably going to try and line this up with, I would say, with a Season 3 announcement, but we've already gotten Season 3 announced. I don't
Yeah.
know when they're filming it, but like, so many of us thought that the countdown on the website was going to lead to that. So many of us got duped into thinking it was that or New Vegas Remastered, and it wasn't. It was just some behind the scenes stuff, which like is fine. I'm all for behind the scenes stuff, but don't hype it up for like a month, and then that's all it is.
It's probably Aaron Greenberg's idea.
Dude, it's probably fucking Aaron Greenberg and Jonathan Nolan got together in a room with Amazon and decided to do this. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know, man. Apparently, Gears E-Day is scheduled for some point of the second half of the year, with Xbox aware of being too close to Grand Theft Auto 6. So they have not firmly established the dates that Gears and Fable will launch because I think they want to make sure Rockstar is committing to that date before they actually plan.
Yeah.
To me, the only thing you can release within like the 2 or 3 weeks before or after that will not get completely annihilated is Call of Duty and like a new mainline 3D Mario game. That
or
would
Pokemon,
be about it.
Which is the rumor right now.
Yeah, Pokemon would do it too. I'd be fucking floored if Pokemon doesn't put out the next gen this year because it is the 35th or is it the 30th anniversary?
It's the 30th anniversary.
It's not 35th.
The rumor is they're doing a ground up remake of Red and Green.
I mean, great. Who fucking cares right now? Like, listen.
I'm like, you kind of already did that with Let's Go, but
I'm gonna say like we got that. We got in my opinion, the definitive version of those games with Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Dude, Fire Red's so good.
Fire Red is so good. I have it on my phone. I love it.
Oh, it's so good.
So, like, if this is the cadence for releases this year, let's assume, just for the purpose of this exercise, that they don't get, for whatever reason, Clockwork or State of Decay 3 does not get out the door this year. I expect one of them to, but I don't know if they will.
It would be Clockwork, I would imagine, right?
I would imagine it's
just
Clockwork.
Because we haven't seen anything of State of Decay besides that trailer.
I'm not putting any eggs into this basket. And keep in mind, this is just what we know so far, but that would line you up for. Remember Towerborn? Towerborn
Yeah.
is going into full release at the end of the month.
Oh God.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought it
my
was.
thought
I thought it
too.
was like.
Oh
I thought it was out. Out.
no, it's been in early access for the last year.
Well, whoops.
So you've got that. You've got Kiln. You have the Diablo 4 second expansion coming out, which we're about to find out about the future of Diablo here pretty soon in these like Blizzard directs.
Mm-hmm.
So a little interested in that delivery method. You're gonna have Forza Horizon 6 in May. It sounds like June or July is going to be Halo. I would put money on like late August being Fable and or Gears, and then the other one being maybe end of September, beginning of October. Last week of October, first week of November is where you're going to get Call of Duty. I have no idea where else you drop something else at this point because it has to be polished. Something like Fallout 3 Remastered, you can just drop.
Mm-hmm.
You can just drop that when you have a moment. But we're 2 months into the year right now. We don't really have any firm release dates outside of Forza. So I do think Halo coming out in the summer would just be completely antithetical to what I expected. That would make me wonder, like, what is your plan for the 25th anniversary? Because you said, and we heard this for the 20th also, like, oh yeah, we've got stuff planned all year. We're gonna have stuff releasing, blah 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 blah, and we really didn't get that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where we go. That was part of his report. Supposedly, they're also planning the long awaited, long rumored controller revision is supposedly happening with Wi-Fi instead of their proprietary um, hookups.
Mm.
So I do like that. Originally, this controller was planned for 2024, alongside a canceled Series X refresh.
Mm.
So, the report from The Verge does not go into all the features we heard about back in 2023 with the leaked court documents, like haptic feedback, modular thumbsticks, rechargeable batteries, etc. But they are talking in the report about improved latency because they really want this to work with PCs and with cloud gaming. Um,
All right then.
Tom Warren also says an Elite 3 would align with a rollout of next gen Xbox controllers, but stops short of agreeing with Jez Corden reporting that it is coming this year. So I would say, as far as people I believe when it comes to Xbox stuff, I'm far more inclined to believe Tom than I am Jez. Just because, no offense, Tom is a real journalist who has covered the speed for a long time, and Tom is pretty rarely wrong. Like, he doesn't really report on gaming stuff unless like he knows it's happening.
Yeah.
He'll give his feelings sometimes, but he's also not like a big rumor person like, Jeff Grubb.
Yeah.
Not that Jeff is bad either, but like Jeff and Jason kind of only open their mouths when they know what they're going to report on, especially Jason working at Bloomberg.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not, going on and wildly speculating every single week like them, Tom Henderson, like they all just kind of like, they kind of say shit when they feel like they have something tangible to report, not just, oh, we heard this. Oh, we heard this. Yeah, well, I heard I'm going to come into $1 million one day. You don't hear me reporting on it.
That'd be awesome.
I'd
be so happy for you.
That'd be phenomenal. I would probably never do a podcast ever again, though. I'm going to be completely honest.
I mean, yeah, me neither.
There was something that originally was supposed to be in that report about special edition Series X consoles, but I believe Tom took it out before it went to print. It was just like still kind of in the preview image of it.
Mm.
So cool. Shit, man.
I mean, what special edition? I mean, I guess they could do like the 25th anniversary editions of these.
I could see them doing a 25th anniversary. I could see a Gears one, honestly.
I could see a translucent green one. Like
they do a Halo and a Gears one every generation.
Mm-hmm. We already got our Halo one.
I love that Halo one. It's out in my
amazing.
living room.
It's cool. Yeah.
It is probably my second favorite Halo console. My favorite being the Halo 4 360.
Yeah, that's definitely the coolest one.
I will probably buy that one to have like to have a nice 360 in my collection rather than just like the slim that we have packed away.
Mm-hmm.
My launch day console finally died, so I
Ooh.
traded it for my I traded it for my Halo 5 Xbox One, I believe.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
I don't
that Halo 360 is a really nice console. I love the translucent blue
fucking
stuff.
beautiful console. It's a beautiful console. Absolutely gorgeous console. I love that thing. Every time I see it at the shop, I'm like, oh man, I really want to do it, but it's like $200 and it's just gonna sit on my shelf. At
Yep.
least with the uh at least with the Destiny PS4 that I got that on like super sale.
Yeah.
So if I ever saw this for like, I don't know, 30% off, I would jump on it.
Yeah. You should do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do
Do
it.
it. Okay. We have a piece speaking of Jason Schreier, we have something to talk about. He did a pretty wide-ranging interview with Obsidian earlier in the week. What a kind of like low-key kind of a big week for Xbox news. Like not like oh my god, there's like life-shattering stuff, but I think there was some actual pretty good stuff that he put in here. I want to get this pulled up so that we can absolutely have a decent conversation on it. Do. Where are you? I can't find you. I had you bookmarked and you're gone.
Gone.
What do you think about Overwatch dropping the 2?
Thank God. Like,
Something that we all said was going to happen like 5 years ago.
yeah, I was actually, man, shoot, I was going to open the show like that, and then we didn't, and then I forgot because the Horizon crap popped up. But yeah, man, I'm like, good. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I know it's not like a big deal, but it, just, I don't know. When I feel like the 2 just is just a reminder of the mistake they made by making Overwatch 2, right? So,
Yeah.
I feel like dropping it kind of feels like I'm sorry, we're going to try to course correct type of thing. But good. No more 2.
Okay, seriously, where the fuck is this thing? I can't find it. It's really annoying me.
Maybe you think Overwatch will make a comeback now?
I don't know. I mean, man, they revealed 5 new heroes and they're like getting back to the story and I
See,
don't
and
know,
they're
man. Maybe
restarting a
they do.
season 1. They're doing like a season 1, like a reset sort of thing. Also, by the way, I saw that news story under sports on Twitter. So, Overwatch drops the 2 under sports. And I was looking up Cavs trades earlier today. So, not to bring up sports, we know how
Fine.
much I like
We have a
about
few
sports.
questions about sports that we're gonna have to get to tonight. Where is it? Jason, please tell me I don't have to pay for this article. God bless America. I have to pay for this article.
God bless America.
Okay, fine. Fuck it. I'm gonna just try and find an article that talks about it all. Games industry. Let's see if you have it.
I'm sure they do.
In an interview with Bloomberg, Obsidian boss Fergus Urquhart says that while the third game that they made last year, because they made, of course, Avowed, Outer Worlds 2, and Grounded 2, Grounded 2 was a hit. They missed the targets on Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed, and it led them to think a lot about how much we put into the games, how much we spend on them, how long they take. They're not disasters. I'm not going to say this was a kick in the teeth. It was more like, that sucks. What are we learning? Both Avowed and Outer Worlds 2 took upwards of 6 years to develop. Urquhart says they are now committed to dropping the development cycle down to 3 or 4 years per game, with design director Josh Sawyer adding, spacing those releases helps the company manage its resources and not burn everyone out. It's not good to release 3 games in the same year. It's a result of things going wrong. The director of Outer Worlds 2, Brandon Adler, added, I don't think anyone really likes 5, 6, 7 year dev cycles. We've kind of grown into that. In a statement to Bloomberg, General Manager Xbox Game Studios Mary McGuane said, Obsidian develops games that are central to our vision of reaching more players than ever before, adding that the studio demonstrates the creative excellence and range that continues to strengthen Xbox's portfolio. They also said that they do not plan to make a third Outer Worlds game, but they do intend to return to the world of Aora, which is the world of Pillars of Eternity and Avowed.
That tells me that they might make Pillars of Eternity 3, right? I mean, I
I feel
feel like
like
that.
Pillars 3 is the clear move here.
Mhm.
I'm bummed that there's not going to be a third Outer Worlds. I greatly have enjoyed both games, but that game was fucked the minute they tried to price it at $80. It never shook that stigma.
Yeah.
It didn't get a ton of promotion leading up to release. I don't feel it had that awesome direct and then nothing,
Yeah.
and it kind of got lost in the sauce when it came out.
It was
Unfortunately.
that $80 thing, and like it just didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
Can I recap for everybody what like that 3 week cycle for Xbox looked like when this game released? You had Keeper, you had Ninja Gaiden 4, you had Outer Worlds 2, and you had Black Ops 7 all in like an 11-day span.
Mhm.
Who the fuck is planning these releases is what I want to know. I just want to have words. I
Well,
just want to know who's planning these
you know who's
releases.
in charge of portfolio management over there? Matt Booty.
Matt, we got to talk, man. Have your people call my people. This is abysmal. This is so bad. How do you mismanage that? How do you mismanage that? I don't understand. You had a pretty solid year, all things considered, and then you just threw four things out all at once. Like I keep thinking, what would it have looked like if even one of those games had been allowed to slip to February?
Mhm.
What if Outer Worlds 2 had been pushed to February, for example?
Yep.
I think we'd be talking about it in a different light. It would have its own time to shine. It wouldn't have been coming out around Yote and all these other games.
I mean, there's nothing really out right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like this would have been the perfect time to launch that or Keeper. Ninja Gaiden was such a huge partnership for you. Like you could have easily let Ninja Gaiden have just kept that spot.
Yeah.
No offense to Ninja Gaiden, that's a little bit more of a niche. Dat and Keeper are definitely more of niche games. I feel like you got to plan these releases better.
Yep.
You have to. We have the same discussion year after year after year after year after year about Xbox in particular and how they choose their release dates. And I can't help but feel that we're going for another super crowding of the fall this year.
Yep.
It's really frustrating because like Keeper, great game, fantastic game, short game. You can kind of put that out whenever, but you sent it out to die. And I get it. There's no real good way to demo that game. That is a bit of a funkier game. That's the kind of game you have to highlight in a developer direct, though.
Yeah.
You have to. You showed
Yeah.
it once at the showcase, and then I remember talking to people like 2 months after it came out. They're like, "Oh, that game came out." It's like, yes, it very much did come out.
Yeah. I forgot it came out because I was so focused on the Outer Worlds and Ninja Gaiden. And I'm like,
I
oh yeah,
only knew
Keeper.
it came out because I fucking love Double Fine and I follow everything that they do.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that I know that.
It's insane.
It's not
Oh
it's not great. It's not
no,
great.
it's not.
I don't want to turn this into another bitch fest about Xbox, but man, I just don't understand how you haven't changed your thinking.
Yeah, I don't understand how I don't understand how you cluster 4 games within 11 days of each other, right? I mean, how? Like,
I don't know.
uh,
I do want to read a direct quote from the Bloomberg story though here. Because they talked about meeting goals. The 30% target was referenced by Fergus in this interview. The hope, Urquhart says, is that Xbox continues to fund riskier projects and values achievements besides strong sales, even if it means accepting that maybe where we're going to be from a profitability standpoint isn't going to be 30%. Our job, all of us here, is to go make games that people want to play and buy, and if we continue to do that, then we have a solid business. So, man, he basically has said that, releasing on PS5 is a good thing for us. It's going to help us meet those targets. I really can't help but think that this is like, with the new Xbox Game Pass game tiers, like subscription tiers, I guess, not game tiers, subscription tiers. I can't help but feel that this is them basically saying, yeah, we're going to stop putting these games on Game Pass day one, except for smaller games like Kiln and like Pentiment and Grounded 2 and things like that, because we need people to fucking buy these games. We need games to be profitable. Xbox is a rounding error on Microsoft's sheet, but if they're not going to give it the respect it deserves and the love and the nurturing that it needs, honestly, guys, I need you to just sell Xbox to somebody who's actually going to give a fuck.
Who's gonna buy the Xbox though?
I don't know. I don't know at this point. That's the problem.
I
Like
mean,
it's like a sunk cost fallacy. Like if they hadn't bought Activision, I think it would be a lot easier for us to sit here and armchair quarterback this thing and say, well, somebody can go buy them.
I almost feel like you look at that. I mean, God, the Activision Blizzard stuff like really killed them. But like, I feel like the only company that would be able to buy them would be another tech company like Amazon or Apple or Google. And like, Google doesn't want to touch anything with a 10-foot pool after Stadia, right? Like, and who knows what Amazon wants to do? They just don't, you know. So I mean, like, and Apple still says they want to try games apparently because they're putting Death Stranding
The
on
problem is
iPhone.
we'd be getting rid of one evil corporation for someone even more evil at this point.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh, dude.
Like
It's
there is no good solution, unfortunately.
nope.
There just isn't. And that's really
I mean,
frustrating. We've always talked about like you need competition to have a healthy business.
you even look at play like Sony. They're essentially turning into an entertainment company, and like, I
Mhm.
mean, they sold off they're partnering their TV business with TCL now, right? Like they're making
Yep.
all their TVs and smart devices now,
Well, I
and
mean, because like if you've ever looked at Sony's financials, about the only thing that consistently makes them money is PlayStation.
oh yeah, overwhelmingly the money maker of that company is PlayStation.
Yes. Which is why like hardware matters so much for them, but not necessarily for anybody else.
Hmm. Well, Nintendo, but
Yeah, but like look, Nintendo, once they get you in the door, they don't really care. They don't need you upgrading, buying 15 different versions of the console. I mean, now with the Switch they want you to, but they
because
care
you're
about
going
getting
to
you in the
every time
door
a Zelda
because
one comes out, or
like the software adoption rate for first party on Nintendo platforms is unlike anything that you ever seen in the history of
hmm,
video games. And it's
yeah, it's
because
like 10
people
to 1.
will, by and large, buy those just to play first party Nintendo games. I am one of those. I
Hmm.
only play first party Nintendo games and the very rare indie that I can't get elsewhere.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. Oh boy,
oh boy.
man, what a what a time.
It's a very frustrating time to be an Xbox fan. And I'm going to keep coming back to that because it's going to continue being frustrating.
Yep. I mean, it's going to be frustrating until like they just. I don't know, man. It's just always frustrating. It feels like now.
Are you ready for some things that might not be as frustrating, though, Corey?
Are they still frustrating?
Probably.
Then
Rumor has it this comes directly so we're gonna take this with a massive grain of salt. This comes from Jez. Comes from Jez Corden over on the Xbox 2 podcast. He says, I have heard they're exploring doing another developer direct this year. Don't be surprised if we get another one at some point. Don't know when. I have heard specifically Dev Direct is what they want, but we'll see what happens. Again, we've beat the drum on this repeatedly. You have to do two of these. You have
yep,
way too many games. You don't
yeah.
need to do two every year. I want to be super clear. But you got to do two this year, I think. If this is as big of a year as you're touting and you have as much shit as possible to show us, I
Hmm.
think you have to do two. And that lets games shine. You can have that summer showcase to be like, bam, 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 bam. Here's all the big hits. And then we've talked about like BlizzCon was the example we used last time. They're doing these Blizzard directs for Overwatch, for World of Warcraft, for Hearthstone, and for Diablo to talk about what's next for each of those games, rather than waiting until August or September or whenever it is for BlizzCon. Great. You have to talk about that shit. You need to talk about that now. You can't just let these communities sit here and twiddle their thumbs, because both of the WoW expansion and the Diablo expansion will be out long before. They'll both be out long before. I believe World of Warcraft is hitting a major milestone this year, or has recently hit it. It's what, 22 years now?
Yeah.
That's pretty massive, man. Diablo 4, we're kind of expecting this to be the final DLC.
Yeah, didn't they kind of confirm that? Or
they've said it before, but it was a couple years ago.
They said this was the end of the Hatred saga, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the last DLC.
The rumor that we've heard about BlizzCon is that there's going to be more Diablo announced there. I can't fathom that they're announcing Diablo 5 already.
The phone game.
They very well could be. I would actually really love if it was like a remake of Diablo 1, like they did with 2. I'd kind of love that.
Yeah, but didn't they put that kind of into Diablo 3 a little bit? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're ready for a Diablo 5 yet. I think you're still a couple years off on that. But that depends on how much of that team that they've moved. So my big hope continues to be StarCraft, but all that aside, you can't just rely on the summer showcase, one dev direct, and like the game awards to announce stuff.
Yeah.
You have to make use of BlizzCon. We've talked about using QuakeCon before. I still don't think they want to do that. I think maybe they'd be okay with like showing some DLCs there, which they have done historically in the past. They've shown new footage from like DLCs and stuff, and from like, oh, new features coming to games, like, oh, we're introducing modding. Like, I think the modding was the big one. When they introduced that, they had like a whole panel for it there. That's the kind of shit. That's the audience. You got to play to the audience you have too.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good idea. Beyond that though, man, like, and hey, surprise me. Come out and surprise me with things. We are getting to a point in the console life cycle though where there are teams hard at work on other games and they're probably not ready to show them just yet. Like Ninja Theory put out Hellblade 2 years ago. They're probably not ready to show a new game now. Maybe by the Game Awards they're ready to announce something.
By all accounts, it's Hellblade 3.
Yeah, that does not inspire a lot of confidence considering how long it took to make Hellblade 2. And for how short
maybe the hard part's already done. Maybe they will make a game this time.
I feel like Microsoft is investing in these studios though, because earlier today, like just a couple hours ago, we had a report about Machine Games. Machine Games they just finished opening up their second studio. Senior developers are expected to be in office more now. Their studio is a little over 200 people, and they kind of want to keep it there. They have multiple projects in development that they're working on, and they specifically talked about Wolfenstein, saying that Wolfenstein 3 will happen. It may not be our next game, but it is. We don't know yet if it's going to be our next game. Essentially, like wink, 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 wink. I can't think of a more timely franchise to put a game out than Wolfenstein right now.
Yeah,
but if they do that, I can't imagine seeing that before next summer, maybe next fall.
Yeah.
But if more studios are trying to take the approach that Obsidian is, getting into a 3 or 4 year dev cycle, then you could see games more frequently. Like I doubt we won't see anything from Obsidian this year. Maybe next fall you see something from them, unless Josh Sawyer comes out and magically has a game for you.
He might,
because it has been 3 years since Pentiment.
Yeah.
He's about the only one I could see pumping a game out, but that's assuming he just kept his little team from Pentiment, which was like 10 people.
Yeah.
And I still think his next game is going to be either he's overseeing something related to Fallout or he's gone back to Pillars.
I would
take either. I want to be super honest. I'd take either.
I still think it's Pillars, man. Judging by the conversation that you just read of like taking X amount of time to make a game and all these other things, right? Like I'm still of the mind that it's probably going to be Pillars 3, especially with like Divinity being announced, right, and the popularity of Baldur's Gate. I know they're not like exactly the same games, but like it feels.
Okay, can we talk about Baldur's Gate for a second? There's a Baldur's Gate TV show that's been announced by
I
HBO and
know,
Craig Mazin.
I know, and it's following the story of Baldur's Gate 3, right?
Yes,
That's
it takes place in the aftermath of the conclusion of Baldur's Gate 3. It says Larian is not involved in this, and they don't explicitly say that the characters from Baldur's Gate 3 will be the main cast.
yeah,
Basically saying that we want the party to come across those characters, which I think helps a little bit with like, oh, you don't have to do like, 10 episodes of making sure that Asterion and Karlach are perfect,
yeah.
and there's so many different endings you can get for these characters. Johnny and I were talking about this a little bit earlier. Like, there's so many different avenues you can take with these characters, depending on what ending. It feels like they're probably going to follow the golden ending,
I mean, that
but
would make
I'm not
sense.
exactly sure how they're going to follow this because they're kind of leaving it up to Mason to like pick and choose what endings he wants for these characters, presumably. That's the only tricky thing with trying to do something inside of a continuity that someone else has created is you are eventually forced to say what is canonical and what is not.
Hmm.
And that's always going to piss somebody off. Like we're going through it with Fallout right now.
Yeah,
In Fallout, you can very easily imply what the canonical endings of Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas are. And, where they're going to take season 3, I'm very excited in, both Fallout and, Wasteland lore. It's very exciting. So I'm curious to see how that one's going to go. But
are they going to the Commonwealth?
no,
Oh,
a settlement does not need our help.
I don't
But they've done enough in both of those games that you can surmise what the canon ending is.
know. Hmm.
And the one for 4, probably not the way I would have gone, even if I did, do that ending.
Hmm.
So, and just what it means for like storytelling as a whole. So I'm interested to see what happens. I think HBO is the only studio network, whatever you want to call it, that would probably give it the appropriate budget
Hmm.
and like care that it needs, regardless of how you feel about how Thrones ended. That was a spectacle unlike anything we've seen on TV. So, and they had a blank check to do it. I can only imagine that they're going to let Mason do the same thing after how Last of Us has gone for them ratings wise and like, you know, money.
Yeah,
Even if I'm not the biggest fan of how Last of Us has gone in season 2, especially,
yeah. I heard season 2 was really bad.
it's like it is what it is. I'm just glad somebody talked him off the cliff of, oh yeah, we might need 5 seasons to tell this story, and they're actually going to conclude it with the 3rd season.
Yeah, I wonder how. I wonder how that's going to go. Right? Because like
I don't know.
I,
I made the quip that at least this isn't going to Paramount Plus though.
jeez.
But the guys over at Larian are they're kind of going through it tonight. One of them's their director of publishing has really been like posting through it.
Oh, really?
He's not particularly thrilled. Let's see if I can pull this one up.
About the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's not really their decision. Like if it was
It's
Pillars or not Pillars, if it was Divinity, then maybe I would understand more. But like,
Yeah, I wanna pull up exactly what he says because I don't want to misconstrue anything or make anybody, think, you know, that I have it like out for them or anything. But Cromwell, who is he's one of their main people, says on Twitter, I've spent the last 8 to 10 years of my life with the writers and creators of Baldur's Gate 3, and they're the most incredible storytellers and creators in the space. My only hope is they get both the credit deserved and the characters are represented in the same level as the game. I genuinely don't think anybody can trump our writers. Our stories are built by fierce camaraderie and resolve. I have watched them write, and through respect for the audience and material, come up with some of the finest shit I have ever played. I hope TV allows for the same thoroughness. Don't abandon hope, but do expect of the world. That's the job.
mm,
Um, and then so when all that happened, he also he has been retweeting just a lot of shit. So one of them says Baldur's Gate fans just can't win. Another one says next to zero chance Larian is involved. Feels like a terrible idea. And after the Last of Us show, specifically season 2 changes, I'm not very high on Craig Mazin anymore. I'm about to crash out on Maine, as his exact words. He had another post that got deleted. I want to say I gotta see if I can find a screen cap of it, but apparently he had something else that he said, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, Larian not involved. They said they were done with Baldur's Gate, and I think a lot of that has to do with Hasbro trying to micromanage, and also they fired most of the people that worked as consultants from Wizards with Larian on this game.
Oh,
They got
great.
a little too high on their own supply. Tell me where you've heard that one before about Wizards and Hasbro.
I mean, how many times
I
haven't
don't know
we?
how this is gonna go.
I
This could
I
either be phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, or it's gonna be just like utter dog shit. And I
I
don't
still
think
I
we
feel
can
like
really
people
tell
are
the
just
line.
still chasing the Lord of the Rings dragon at this point, or I guess the Game of Thrones dragon.
I
But
I don't know. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons has been around longer than Game of Thrones or Song
I
of
know,
Ice
but
and
they
Fire.
did that movie and it was good.
The movie was phenomenal.
The
That's the
movie was
blueprint for
awesome.
That's the blueprint for everything you ever do going forward.
I love that movie. I
And it
like. I'm
wasn't
not even.
profitable. It wasn't profitable, and it's simply because it came out just a little too early.
Oh, it was
If
so
that had
good.
come out in the months after Baldur's Gate, holy shit.
Yeah, I really thought that movie was like genuinely good.
But like, there's plenty of D&D properties that have been adapted well. Like Vox Machina and Mighty Nine are phenomenal on Amazon.
Yeah,
Those are phenomenal. Those are adapted from Critical Role's campaigns, of course, but that's still ultimately those are D&D stories. Those are just told in their own world instead of in, the Forgotten Realms.
yeah.
So I don't know what you do. They also said that this show is supposed to like exist alongside Sean Levy's Forgotten Realms show for Netflix.
Hmm.
Our friend Ray Apollo said this to me earlier. I hadn't really thought about it until he said it. He goes, I really wish this was animated so at least they could get the voice actors back.
Yeah,
And you could at least get them. Because, I mean, God, can you imagine the first time we see Asterion and it's not Neil Newbon?
it's gonna.
People are going to lose their shit and not in a good way.
Yeah,
So I'm interested to see if this even makes it to air. I don't know that this ever gets out of the planning stage. I'm going to be just super real.
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
we shall see, but I think when it comes to adaptations, we are in a much better position than we used to be. I don't have to dread the words video game adaptation nearly as much anymore. I may not still like the end product. Like, I personally did not care for the Mario movie, but I'm thrilled for everybody who did.
mm-hmm.
And on the same side of the coin, I fucking love Sonic the Hedgehog. I love Fallout. I think Fallout's incredible. Fallout to me is like the perfect marriage of continuing a story and telling your own. So, but again, it forces you into these weird positions when you have a like choose your ending type game that you're trying to adapt something down the line from of you have to make a definitive statement about what happened in the ending of that game in your universe for the
Mm-hmm.
story you're telling.
Mm-hmm.
And not every single adaptation is going to need something like that. Sometimes it's fine to do a one-to-one adaptation. Like, I don't understand why we're could directly adapting the games when it comes to The Last of Us, but at the same time, I don't know if I really want you taking liberties with that story.
Yeah,
The best stories that they've told across both are the stories that we didn't see on screen, that were maybe just implied or just weren't there, period. I always think back to the Nick Offerman episode in season 1,
mm-hmm.
like episode 3 or 4, I think, and it was like one of the best episodes of TV of that year. It's the reason that I own the season 1 4K Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
Yeah.
had problems finishing season 2. So make of that what you will.
I mean, how many? It's crazy how many shows have like a great season 1 and then everybody kind of falls off during season 2 because it's like not like they change something or it's not the same, or
I will say this for everybody upset about Craig Mazin doing Baldur's Gate. At least it's not the showrunners of the Halo series.
Hey, I liked the Halo series. I was really disappointed when it didn't get a season 3.
All
I
right.
liked it. I really liked the
I'm going to be
second
looking for
season.
a new co-host / producer going forward. My DMs are
We're
open,
hiring.
everybody.
We're hiring.
I'm hiring more specifically.
uh Man.
Jesus, but yeah, not going well over at Larian tonight.
Nope.
It's like the middle of the night over there too.
Yeah.
Just absolutely silly. I think we've got a couple of other things to hit really quickly before we get out of here. They might just be questions. No, we have one more big story. I can't believe I almost forgot to do this. Epic Games has come out and been talking about the next Xbox over the last couple of days, and yesterday they made some really interesting statements. This came from Steve Allison, the Epic Game Store VP and General Manager, speaking to Windows Central in a new interview. He said that Epic has been talking to Microsoft about their future plans. The direct quote says, "We've been talking about a bunch of things. We've been talking to the folks at Microsoft that they do follow through with allowing Steam and Epic Game Store on the next generation of Xbox console hardware. We will be there. I'm fairly certain that requires us to build an app that functions there."
That's
So
interesting.
that pretty much all but confirms the rumors that we've heard for a couple of years now
Yeah.
about how is this going to go forward, because it's not going to be a closed ecosystem anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be really weird, man, seeing other storefronts on there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how this is gonna go, man.
I it's the only way that you can make another home console. I think if you're Xbox, is you sell it at this in the Steam. Man, I'm still so interested in that Steam machine, but that pricing is going to be abysmal until this AI bubble pops.
Yeah, we just talked about it yesterday. Yesterday, Laurent and I were talking about it, and like, it's not going to be cheap. Like, you might as
It's
well just
not going to
build
be
a
cheap.
PC.
It will not be cheap, but it will not be nearly as expensive as trying to build a PC right now, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, yes, right now, especially with the news that today that Nvidia is going to stop making the 58 series,
Yeah,
and they're not going to release a new video card at all this year.
yeah, they're
It's the
pausing
first
all
time
that.
in 30 years that they haven't done that.
Yep, that's
That
insane.
the AI bubble cannot pop fast enough. You do not hate these people enough. I'm telling you right now. You do not hate OpenAI and Nvidia and chip manufacturers as much as you should.
Right.
I can't wait to see the price on the next Xbox, because I'm almost certainly not buying it. That goes for any console that gets announced and comes out within like the next 18 to 24 months. There's just no way. There's no way. It's
It's
just not
nuts.
going to be affordable.
It's
Nobody can
not.
take that kind of hit. Microsoft can, but they won't.
It's nuts.
It's fucking stupid is what it is.
It's crazy. This, yeah. I don't know. It just, it's like all this AI RAM stuff is just so insane. It's so insane. And like Micron, like one of the leading producers of consumer grade RAM, is exiting the consumer market this
Yep.
year. I forget what their consumer brand is called, but it's like, what are you doing? You know, it's nuts. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just straight up crazy.
Yeah. I would love to be able to build a PC. And just the fact that the PC that I've been looking to build for a couple of years now has gone up like at least double in price is just really sobering to think about. Like, it used to be I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to build a PC because I don't know how I'm going to afford the screens. Now it's I can afford the screens easily. How am I going to afford the fucking RAM?
Right.
You know, I'm about to see if I see a price glitch on like a RAM or a video card, I'm just going to buy it and keep it in my office for like a year and then put it
Yeah.
together when I get the parts.
Yeah, I'm about ready to sell all this extra RAM that I put in my desktop over here just to make some money.
Just to feel something.
Yeah.
We do have a
DDR5.
couple of questions before we get out of here. Go ahead, keep talking, Corey. I'm going to pull up our
I
questions.
was just saying so my desktop has 24 gigs of RAM in it, but I bought 48 extra gigs of RAM for video processing.
Jesus Christ.
So it has like 60 what's the math? 48 plus 24 is what? 72 gigs of RAM in there.
That's
Why do I need that
obscene.
much? I don't know.
Nobody needs remotely that much. That's
I know,
wild.
but it's awesome because my videos process in like 10 minutes.
It's insane.
Unless
All
you're
right.
rendering at 4K 60 frames a second. And it's
We do have a couple of questions from our old friend Jiggly Panda tonight.
Jiggly
I will
Panda.
say that if you don't care about sports, I love you and I will see you on the next episode. Because he had 3 questions. We already answered one of these, which was about the reveal at the Fallout TV show secret website not being the Fallout 3 remaster, which I think is a huge swing and a miss. If that really is in development, even if it didn't come out like imminently, you still should have announced it there. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Or even you could have even just like announced the anniversary edition or something coming to Switch 2. I don't fucking know. All right. Jiggly Panda goes, got 2 sports questions for Josh. First, how are you feeling about the Super Bowl? Are you nervous at all? I was not nervous until I saw that Nick Emenwari hurt himself last night. And I have been absolutely sitting on pins and needles all day, and thank God it looks like he's moving normally. They're just going to give him so many fucking drugs on Sunday and say, go play. It's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, it's cortisone shots.
Yeah, dude, he's our standout rookie on defense. He's incredible. NFL honors are going on right now, and there's a solid chance that he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
So, like,
our quarterback made the Pro Bowl. Shedeur Sanders,
shut the
Pro Bowl
fuck up.
quarterback.
I hate you so much. But so, no,
we had 2 quarterbacks in the Pro Bowl because Joe Flacco made the Pro Bowl too.
I'm sorry to Hydra, but the Tower Casuals and Xbox Casuals hosts are going for the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah,
fuck the Patriots. God, dude, I'm gonna fucking scream if they beat us again.
Haven't they won enough, Josh? Haven't they won enough?
Have. I'm slightly less angry about them winning now that Brady and Belichick are no longer there, but it's the fact that it's against my team and my team should win.
Well, it's the fact that Mike Vrabel was in our building all last year, and
Mike Vrabel just won Coach of the Year like 5 minutes ago, by the way.
Neat.
How does that make you feel?
I mean,
Myles Garrett is the second unanimous AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year. J.J. Watt is the only other unanimous in history back in 2014. So that's a thing that happened today.
Don't worry, Myles Garrett's going to go on Radio Row this week and ask for a trade again. We can't give him any more money.
He can't keep getting away with this.
We're going to ask Deshaun Watson to borrow some of his money that we keep giving him for some reason.
God, dude, I don't understand it. I don't understand what is happening here.
Why do the Browns suck? I hate the Browns. Hate them all.
How are you feeling about James Harden and Darius Garland getting swapped?
I mean, I'm annoyed because I hate Harden, but it's just like,
are you excited for Dennis Schroeder though?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see him ride the bench the rest of the season. No, like dude, this whole week everybody was like, "Oh, now that they have Harden, they're going to go after Giannis." And I'm like, "Dude,
the only way you're getting Giannis is if you trade Mobley."
Yeah. That's people want to trade Mobley for Giannis. And they were trying to get under the second apron so they could have an extra first round pick to trade in the summer. So, but it doesn't look like they're going to. Well, they didn't actually.
Can I tell you about a team that did get underneath all the aprons?
The Mavs.
My beloved Dallas Mavericks. If you could have seen the reaction I had
When
yesterday,
Anthony
I had
Davis got
just
traded.
gone to lunch. Anthony Davis gets traded. My childhood best friend texts me and breaks the news to me because I had not looked at my phone.
Hmm.
And my phone starts buzzing. And his message was the first one I saw, but I had like 5 or 6 messages, like
Hmm.
both texts and text teams, and yeah,
Hmm.
Discord messages, just being like, "Oh my god, I can't believe y'all actually did it." So Anthony Davis and known basketball terrorists Jaden Hardy,
Jeez.
D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum have been traded to in the funniest possible fucking ending for the Anthony Davis D'Angelo Russell saga to the Washington Wizards
No, I saw that.
for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Marvin Bagley II, and Malachi Branham, who today they turned into Tyus Jones, as well as 2 basically non-existent first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. That's genuinely better than I thought they were going to be able to do. I had made peace with Kristaps Porzingis, Luke Kennard, and like maybe Raisha Share gets thrown in there for a long time, and we were just going to be stuck with these other bums for the rest of the season. Nope,
Hmm.
we got off our 4 worst contracts. Thank you, Washington. I have no clue what the fuck y'all are thinking. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for bailing us out of this. Because it's bad. It's
Right.
bad over here, Corey.
That's nuts, man.
I'm very happy though. I'm genuinely very excited right now. Just so many teams did what the fuck moves. Like Utah traded 3 firsts for Jaren Jackson Jr. Like what? What are we doing
Hmm.
here? What are we
Yep.
doing here?
Yeah.
I have no idea what y'all are thinking. Like, bro, I the funniest tweet that I've ever seen was the other day. Somebody said the first time that Jaren Jackson Jr. has a 4 rebound game in Utah, he's going to hear slurs that haven't even been invented yet.
Jeez.
And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ!
That's
Like,
vicious.
I mean, it is Utah.
Yeah, they're all Mormon though. They all just wear black ties and knock on your door and ask you if you've heard the good news. I don't know if
Dude,
they're
okay, so story time. I went to a card show this last weekend for the first time. First of all, the stereotypes are completely true. Y'all smell like fucking ass.
jeez.
It is it is fucking ass, dude. Like I listen, I don't know what y'all got to do, but go home, shower, buy some Old Spice, get some herbal essences. I don't care what you have to do, okay?
Jeez.
Y'all got to do something. Wash your fucking clothes. Y'all got to do something. It smelled rank.
Jeez.
It was so, dude, it was so bad. It was so fucking bad. Like Chelsea and I were both like, oh my god, this is so terrible. Like the stereotype you always hear about like Comic Con, I've never smelled it at a Comic Con. I 100% smelt it here. Oh my god, dude, it was so bad. And it wasn't just like one individual. It's just like an overwhelming like musk.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. Number 2 though, this is why I have to circle back to this. There were Mormon like missionaries, preachers, whatever you want to call them, like right outside of it, trying to talk to literally anyone who was sitting on a couch or a bench.
Hmm.
And I'm like, bro, read the room. People are here buying Pokemon, One Piece, and Magic cards. If anything, you should be handing out like trial sticks of deodorant.
Jeez.
Dude, I'm serious, man. Listen, like I we have all been there at some point where we are like unaware that we smell because you get used to your own scent and your own smell. But holy shit, man, like if you're going to be in something like that and you're going to be around a lot of people and in close quarters and stuff, you got to fucking shower. You got to fucking shower, man. Don't perpetuate the stereotype.
Yeah.
And it was like a walking stereotype. Like so many people, it was just like a walking stereotype and I was like, "Bro, I I feel like I am out of place here." And
You probably were.
I'm a pretty nerdy person, man.
Yeah, it gets that way,
I'm a
man.
pretty nerdy
Oh yeah.
person. I like Magic. I like Pokemon. I don't necessarily like Pokemon cards, but I like Pokemon. I like Magic. I like video games. I'm a Star Wars fanatic. I've paid to go to a fucking Star Wars convention multiple times. But
That you
man,
have.
dude, this was unlike anything else, dude. This was so bad. It was so rank. So I say all that. I beg you, please, if you go to something like that, just please be the one. Please be the person who showers. Please shower. Even if you don't think you need to shower, put on some fucking clean clothes, man. Like, do something. It's not hard. It was 20 degrees outside, Corey. There's no reason for this. It's not like we were all hot and sweaty before we even got in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I did come away with this nice Aerith card.
Nice.
I needed another portrait card. Also, if anybody's buying Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the Switch and does not want the Zack Fair promo card, hit your boy up.
You know, Josh, maybe I'll get it on Switch and I will send you the card.
I will pay you for the card.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do that. You pay me by showing up every week.
It's a very nice promo, and I would really like it because the Cloud promo in that art is one of the most expensive Magic cards on the market. Jeez. So I'll never own it. It was a promo that was only given out for like Pro Tour, like championship level players. So there's only like a handful of them. The card's like a $5,000 card, not even joking. But I like the Zack card a lot. So it's not a very good card, but the art is fantastic. So, all right, Corey, do we have anything else?
No, not really. I bought new shelves, Josh. I don't know if you knew that, but I bought new shelves for my collectibles.
I do see your new shelves. It looks very organized.
It is. All my amiibo are here. All my Destiny stuff is behind me. All my Power Rangers are here. My screen is mirrored, so I keep pointing the wrong way.
Yeah. I have a shitload of books behind me.
Yeah, there's books down here.
My office is a disaster, so.
And then I have a third shelf like beside my desk, Josh. That's all of my Disney Infinities.
Oh my god,
Disney Infinities. And by I mean all my Disney Infinities, I bought them all. So
was the best announcement of the partner direct today the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Dreamlight Valley? No. Was that your most exciting announcement?
No, I mean I knew that was coming. I've been reading their blog.
Corey's tapped into the Dreamlight Valley subreddit.
Listen, I've been reading the DDLV blog every month. Okay, Josh, they're giving me updates.
More informative than the Bungie weekly update.
Yeah, actually, it is.
Like that's something that we'll address that on Tower Casuals next week. Because we complained about it a lot last week, but man, the comms are just non-existent. It's fucking abysmal.
Yeah,
I'm warning y'all right now. Like there's a distinct chance that next week's episode gets pushed because there's nothing. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to do.
I mean, we could just get together and just hang out.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
We could talk about something.
We could have a healing session or a celebration session after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we could do a sport. We could do our sports casuals episode next week.
Oh my god, the least watched Tower Casuals of all time.
Hey, look, the 3 people out there that ask us sports questions will love it. Okay, Josh?
No, one of them won't tune in if the Seahawks win.
Well, then
we love you, Hydra.
We could do what they do for like t-shirts and record both episodes before the Super Bowl and then release it right after.
Oh my god!
Release the one and if the Seahawks win, we'll release that episode, and if the Patriots win, we'll release that episode, and then just send the other episode out to like some third world country that has never heard the radio before. I don't know.
We're gonna send it to Zimbabwe. Do you think that they've heard of Tower Casuals in Zimbabwe?
I doubt it.
If you're from Zimbabwe, shout us out. Corey, get me out of here before I say something completely out of pocket.
Oh my gosh.
I need to go make real food for the first time today.
Oh gosh. Speaking of food.
Go to bed so I can go back to work and get yelled at in a few hours.
Everybody out there, thank you so much for watching or listening to this episode of Xbox Casuals, the Xbox podcast. If you like the show, leave us a rating and nice reviews. Subscribe on YouTube. Josh, thank you for your time tonight, as always. I hope the Seahawks win. I'm telling you.
Man, I do too. And I will not relax until we get to like the fourth quarter with a huge lead. And even then, I probably won't relax. Like, Super Bowl 48 was completely different, okay? Like, we got that safety to begin the game, and we were just beating the shit out of the Broncos and Peyton Manning, the best offense of all time. I refused to celebrate before halftime, and then Percy Harvin had that return, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to believe. To the point that I just didn't know what to do anymore, and when we won, I didn't, like, scream, I didn't cheer. I just ran out of the house and then ran down the street screaming. I didn't know how else to react. That's what I did when the Mavs won the title against LeBron. So I just kind of continued the trend. It won't be a run this time. It'll be like a rapid limp.
Yeah.
But.
Well. Yeah. I believe.
I'm glad you do, buddy.
Anyways, everybody out there, have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend if you're Super Bowl partying it up. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.